Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And this probe is up to no good. It's going to be PartinG versus INnoVation here on World of Sleepers from Home Story Cup 2019 Group A from day one. I figured you'd like to see a game between these two players, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Bottom left-hand corner, up to no good, is PartinG. He's the blue Protoss, and the red Terran in the top right is INnoVation. All right, man, what are you doing here? Proxy, Cannon Rush. Okay, it's a proxy play from PartinG versus INnoVation. PartinG is very cheesy, very entertaining on Twitch. Oh man, this is gonna be good. I am so excited for this, you guys. Hit that like button if you are excited for PartinG versus INnoVation, where PartinG opens up Proxy Gateway. Is this the Max Packs build? I kind of feel like it is here. Is this too slow? No, that's too fast. Okay, so this is definitely the right speed. I have the weirdest hangups with speed, you guys. I like how the probe came in like, oh, this is just regular scouting time. I totally didn't take some other time out there to build anything else on the way over. Heck no, this SCV is not going to see this. This SCV is not going to see this. I mean, going to get a little bit close, but not too close to seeing it at all. But is going to notice that there's not a gateway back home and set off some warning bells. Look at the probe blocking as much as it can here and then gets out of there with all of like 4 HP, 5 HP. He's thinking about jumping in, and now he can because the SCV, you can get a couple shots on that SCV. If he wants to stop constructing a base, that's fine with you. Look, the shields are back already. Now here comes the SCV and says, right, all you have is a cybernetics core. Oh, what is happening? He is expanding behind it as well, but here comes the Zealot, and there's a Reaper out. So the Reaper's name is Don't Fear. Get it? Do you get it? So immediately canceling the expansion. The Reaper's gonna, I mean, you're just gonna try to murder stuff over here? Fine, I guess. That's not a bad choice, actually, from INnoVation. You can keep the Zealot out by repairing and making a bunch of Marines. You're going to lose a couple things here, but I like this response from INnoVation immensely. Dude, Warp Gate is not done. Not even close to done. These probes are going to have to fight off Don't Fear here all by their lonesome. So 2 Zealots hacking away means additional SCVs have to come off to repair. And maybe additional Marines have to fight here as well. Yeah, I mean, there's more Marines in production. There's a bunker coming up. There's another command center coming in because he recognizes that he is dealing... Boy, these probes are all just getting wrecked, aren't they? I mean, he is dealing with a 2-basing PartinG, as PartinG's Nexus is just about complete here. But the problem is the worker count for PartinG is fairly abysmal. Oh, the surround! No way! PartinG surrounded the Reaper, took it down. INnoVation now in more trouble than he was, without question. Oh no, that Reaper was his answer. That Reaper was his answer to all of this garbage that PartinG is doing. And now he has to sit on one base. He can't really come down this ramp. Not with the Zealots and Stalkers that exist. Warp Gate is done, so he can fast warp in units here. He's got 2 bases he's mining from. He's actually up 25 to 24 workers. And being on 2 bases is massive. What's he going for here? Blink? It's got to be Blink. It is. It is going to be Blink to blink up past this wall. Get in here, murder everything, and INnoVation is in a world of trouble. I'm looking at this. I mean, we're on World of Sleepers, so sure. World of Trouble on World of Sleepers, a novel by PartinG. So what's the response going to be? There's a starport and a tank in production here, too. He actually salvaged his bunker, strangely enough. But look, you can't come down here. You can't come down here. There's too much Protoss. There's your Warp Gate transition for the gateway here. Additional gateways are coming in. Robotics facility on the way too. Oh, man, this is 2 base in it. Tank, however, gonna help here a lot in this situation. Chasing those Stalkers away. 1 tank and a handful of Marines can handle 3 Stalkers, no problem. So INnoVation does manage to get his natural base down, which I'm extremely impressed with. Nicely done there from Inno. Now, the problem is, you're going to be ready for Immortals to show up. You're going to be ready for Sentries to show up here. And again, just trade. And then Blink's not done. I was going to say, then you blink. But nah, you take a shot from a tank instead, which is not ideal. But, you know, if you're going to kill a couple Marines, whittle them down, don't lose any Stalkers at all, I think you're okay with it. INnoVation does not want PartinG anywhere near his front door. So he's going to try to kill him and push him back. He's looking for the proxy that he knows exists. PartinG is abandoning it entirely, I think. Oh, hang on. He's hanging around. Oh, INnoVation. Oh, he took a hard right there and did manage to find the proxy. So GG. Well, not GG, but nicely done. Taking down that warp gate. A couple more Marines maybe going to die, but with the medevac, it's a little bit harder to do so. For PartinG, the good news is he's up 41 to 36 workers. The good news is he's making additional gateways. The good news is he's getting immortals. And, I mean, at this point, I still feel like PartinG has the upper hand here. INnoVation is the better player overall in 2019 and just generally throughout their careers. But what's great about StarCraft is anybody can win, man. Anybody can win at any time. Which is not to say that I would beat Cyril if I played him today, but I don't know, maybe one time out of a million I could. It's less here for PartinG versus INnoVation, right? Once you're on the super highest levels of StarCraft, it is less than 1 out of 54 million. The probe pull here, whoa. PartinG, I don't know you need to pull probes at this point. Oh, there are 3 tanks, though. Oh, the pickup on the tanks is so good. Trying to blink on top of them and kill them with the stalkers. Nice pickup. Beautiful pickup. INnoVation, you are such a god at StarCraft. Forward bunkers coming in. More stalkers blinking in, and they're going to take out the tank. All right, another tank here. Does get taken down. This is a crazy game. Crazy game. The handful of stalkers, 2 stalkers that PartinG has left. He's going to try to take out this tank. Nope. Nope, the pickups. The pickups are too good right now. Probes are making sure that the bunkers don't finish construction. That's going to be a big deal. Probes here fighting against Marines, but they've got medevac support. SCVs are dying, but more probes are dying here. It's 47 to 32 workers in favor of INnoVation. And pickup, what a pickup. What a pickup here. Medevac does manage to boost and get out of there and stay alive. This has been great. This has been so good. Liberator tries to come in and get stuff done, but the Stalker warps in to handle that quite efficiently. And PartinG actually up 17 to 11 in army supply all of a sudden. So again, he lost a ton of probes. That's a problem. He's down 15 workers to INnoVation, which is a problem because mules exist. And the income is definitely favoring the Terran player without question here at the 7-minute mark. The good news for PartinG is that he's not dead. He did manage to hold off INnoVation's counterattack, which was pretty scary with multiple tanks, plus the medevac pickups that INnoVation was able to toss at him were so good. They were stupid levels of good. Charge on the way from PartinG. And a Blink Stalker attack into the main base. Is there anything here to really stop this from happening? Not really. INnoVation. Wow. All right. So we just lost 6 SCVs and a ton of mining time there, too. And the Stalkers just blink out of there as needed, and no Stalkers die. So 9 SCVs for just some HP and some shields off of those Stalkers, which is free. Third base coming up for PartinG back home. Third base already done for INnoVation on location. And we're kind of just moving into a more standard PvT here. But man, this is why you click on PartinG. This is why you watch PartinG matches. PartinG matches is because of shenanigans like this. Hey, the third base. Remember how you have a third base over here? Wouldn't it be a shame if something were to happen to it? Like maybe it were to get burned out of the sky by stalkers before it could do anything. Oh my gosh, he got it! He got it! And then he blinks away. PartinG! PartinG, you're so good at this game. Oh, he just sniped the third base, despite the fact that he could lift up and run. PartinG's third base, gonna warp in here. He feels pretty pleased as punch about that. He's getting stormed now. Concussive shell coming in from INnoVation. This has been such a match. Man, so much epic tag going on recently. I feel like I'm overusing it, but these games have been good. This is why December is a good month for StarCraft on my channel, as there are a lot of tournaments to cover. A lot of great games between amazing players to toss on the channel, and I don't even have the time to cast all of them, obviously. I mean, 5 StarCraft 2 matches a week, one of those happening to be, you know, a lower level game, but blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. More SCV is going down. Charge lots getting into the main base and the main mineral line. Maybe you pick him up there? I mean, alright, he picked up 1. Whatamine's burrowing. I mean, this is turning into a regular style game. I really can't believe how much this game has settled down into a regular macro game after that aggression that we saw in the early stages. Now, Storm is done. Immortal production continuing here. This is a pretty scary push. It's an 81 to 47 army push out of INnoVation. The Stalkers are trying to delay Zealots are here to buffer the damage that the Marines and Marauders output here. Some storms from this high ground onto that ball would be pretty fantastical. But if the High Templar die, that's also bad for them. So great storm, great split. Better split, actually. Another good storm, really only catching a couple Marauders. That was a good storm, and pulling the boys. INnoVation brought the SCVs along. This is something we saw Future do against Puck more than once in that best of 69 that Fear Dragon cast a few weeks ago now. All right, so PartinG goes ahead and sacks his third. He lets it die. God, there are so many Widow Mines here too. This is insane. This is an insane match. Still fighting, trying to storm the SCVs and the Marines, whittling them down a little bit here. Shield batteries helping at this stage too. Two tanks trying to set up shop. Are there any more storms available? I don't see any High Templar at all. There's a Warp and additional Zealots trying to make a difference here. Immortal doing pretty well against these Marauders. Forcing two of the High Templar to turn into an Archon because of direct engagements right now. This is absolute chaos on the front lines. Army supply, though, 76-25. It is in favor of INnoVation. He is pushing strong. He is winning here. He actually doesn't have that many fewer workers than PartinG does. Once again, pulling the probes to try to make this thing happen, but they're getting evaporated, and I think that is it. PartinG is the GG, and INnoVation gets the win in 11 minutes and 21 seconds in game one of our sneaky twofer. Wow. Don't go anywhere. That was a sneaky twofer game one, you guys. But, these two players, that was a ton of fun. That was so much fun. Starts with the proxy. The counterattack is really strong. PartinG holds on by the skin of his teeth. Gets a Blinkstalker attack, and the counter-attack from INnoVation is too much. He pulls the boys to make it happen. PartinG sacks his third. And then the natural base just can't hold against the combined might of the Terran attack with 1-1 and Concussive Shell and Combat Shield and Stim on his dudes. The upgrade advantage was really big here. No upgrades other than, I guess, Blink, Charge, and Storm out of PartinG, but those aren't basic, attack and armor upgrades at all. So 27 SCVs down, 40 probes down. I feel like both of those were workers dying on the field of battle, although the 8 that were harassment kills, I guess those count for PartinG, the 8 SCVs that he took down. So both players lost a base. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was 5 High Templar went down. It was huge. The way that INnoVation is able to see these guys warping in and then try to kill them, forcing them to turn into an Archon so the storm wasn't going to be available at all. So good there. INnoVation, you are a god. You are a true god. All right, so that's it for game one of our sneaky twofer. Let's come back with game number 2. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be right here. Game 2 of the sneaky twofer is here on Thunderbird. Top left, it's going to be INnoVation. Bottom right is PartinG. All right, so let's see how PartinG plays after his proxy did not quite work out. Let's see if he does it again here. Nope. This is a pylon building probe, so... All right, man. So PartinG is not going to proxy here early, but maybe he will proxy a Stargate or something. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so INnoVation walling off here against Protoss, especially Adepts, you guys. Adepts shading into your mineral line, no matter who you are, is a very, very dicey proposition, especially since the latest patch. After they finish their shade, Adepts increase their attack speed by like 30%. But that's not as good as the 45% increase that used to be available with Resonating Glaives. Right? Right. Anyway, Rax first here. 1 Rax expand here from INnoVation, basically, at this point. It's very, very safe from aggression, as we saw the last game, and pretty darn good for macro games. If there was a way that Command Center first could be safe, Terrans would do it every single game. And, same thing here for Protoss players, Nexus first every single game. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good here. It's going to be more of a laid back, I feel like, maybe last super intense game here coming at you, but there's the 1 gate expand. We have a Reaper. We sure do. The Reaper's name is Kappa. One day, Emperor Menk's Space YouTube channel received a fine from the FCC for mislabeling his content as not child-focused. The FCC reasoned that his Let's Plays of Cake Wars 2, the video game, are child-friendly because they involve cakes, which children like. Not to mention all Dominion citizens are required to watch Menk's videos. Emperor Menks, rather than fight such an ancient law, decided to add adult language and themes to avoid being labeled child-focused. His channel was then demonetized for the mature content. The physical bill of Kappa and those who enforced it were stuffed into Reaper suits. Yeah, Kappa's a thing, you guys. I don't know how this is going to work out, honestly. What they're trying to do is make it so that videos targeted towards children do not show up in subscription feeds. They don't get push notifications out. It basically really hurts videos, people who are making videos for kids. And how they're determining what is targeted at kids is, I don't know, man. I've already told YouTube these are not intended for children, but I don't know. You could be argued it's a video game. Kids like video games. It's animated. It's not lifelike animated, right? So, I mean, obviously it could be construed as that, but I don't do this for kids. I feel like I'm casting at a level intended for adults, but I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for. So hopefully there aren't any updates on this, because I'd rather not have to ever think about this again. Anyway, Kappa staying alive just by not trying to kill anything, which is a good way to stay alive, actually. Phoenix on the way here from PartinG. Got an Adept pushing out here, trying to chase down Kappa. He's going to get one more shot off on Kappa, but that might be it. Ooh, actually cancels the transfer. Nice KD8 charge. INnoVation, you are stupid good at this game. That was a beautifully timed KD8 charge that PartinG dodged, yes, but if you hadn't dodged it, kabloo, Adept would have been pushed back. Shade in, nope, lift the supply depots, and there's the cancel. So we're just playing games. Just playing scouting games here so far from PartinG. Is this going to be multiple Phoenix? Yeah, it is. It's going to be multiple Phoenix here out of PartinG. Can be pretty good. It's usually more of a PvZ strat, but it can work against Terran as well. Cyclone coming up. Cyclones are really good against incoming Oracles or Warp Prisms. PartinG getting a third base. And yeah, we're just settling back for much more of a laid-back macro-style game between these two juggernauts. And a Raven. I do love a good Raven from Terran. I just feel like you should make one early versus both Protoss. Well, Protoss, Terran, and Zerg, honestly. It's really good for clearing creep against Zerg. It's good for interference matrix against things like Colossus and Immortals and Warp Prisms from Protoss. And then it's good for anti-armor missile, auto turrets, again, interference matrix again versus Terran. It's just good. It's a good unit. I mean, Mass Raven, no, not super viable, much to Ketrock's chagrin, but still very good in a support function, which is what they were supposed to be in the first place. Mass Raven was never intended by the StarCraft designers, and like, props to Ketrock for making it work as often as he does. It is very fun to watch, but I don't think that the design team was like, yes, and Mass Raven shall be a thing. Anyway, Marines out here, blah, blah, blah. Marine, Starport coming in, third base coming up because, again, this is Thunderbird. Third bases can be earlier than you would see on other maps. This is a killer drop deterrent right here. One Cyclone and one Raven. You're not getting in here with a Warp Prism, with an Oracle, nothing. You try, you're going to be killed. However, multiple Phoenix would have better luck. Against the Cyclone and the Raven anyway. Against all the Marines, not as much luck as it turns out, but they're trying to harass in here anyway. Look at this, though. INnoVation is ready for this. He is ready and waiting for Phoenix to try to fly in here. He'll burn them out of the sky with his Marines because they have the best anti-air in the entire game. Do they? I think pound for pound, cost for cost, they do. Whoa! So the Raven dies, and he doesn't end up losing any of his Phoenix. That's a nice pickoff. That's a really nice pickoff from PartinG there. Robotics facility coming in from the Protoss player, getting charged, getting +1 armor for his dudes. The first plus armor upgrade we've seen today from PartinG. He's really, again, not being as aggressive, not being as desperately trying to warp in units here. Getting upgrades is a little bit higher on his priority list. 1-1 getting started from INnoVation. And army supply 37-30 in favor of INnoVation. But again, if you're back home with all this army, Protoss doesn't care, Zerg doesn't care, your opponent doesn't care. Just means you have a lot of army defending, which, great, you do that. I'll keep macroing. I'll expand a couple more times. If you want to sit back on your butt and just build stuff, I can do that too. And I can do it better than you because I have things like Chrono Boost. So in general, Terran does have to be the harassing race. Oh my gosh, they're wiping out this whole army. PartinG! PartinG, yes! Wiped out that Marine Cyclone little group. No big deal. This group of Marines is a little bit bigger and scarier. They don't have stim yet or combat shield or +1 attack either. So the Phoenix are like, all right, if we're over there, then where are we here? Widow Mines. Oh, they tried to burrow in. Nope. Lifted and killed. SCV's getting picked up here as well. Are you out of energy? No, you are not. What is happening? I guess maybe he'd rather, well, kill Marines. Fine, I'm down. Keeping that Marine count low is really, really nice. And then maybe trying to prevent the landing of that command center, the orbital command, but no. Rather not. Oh no, the Phoenix though! One makes it out. One makes it out with 2 kills. That's what INnoVation was hoping was going to happen. Is that those Phoenix are going to fly over a Marine ball, and that would be the end of it. So here comes INnoVation. 74 to 60 army supply, all of a sudden looking abjectly terrifying. You know, as you do. That's a lot of charge lots, though. Holy crap, that's a lot of charge lots. Going to be Archons this time instead of Storm, which I'm not actually a big fan of. Oh, this medevac taking some hits. Taking some... No way! Inno loses a full medevac! A full medevac of Marines goes down. That's huge. INnoVation in a little bit of trouble here. I'm not going to say he's in a ton of trouble. Ow. Phoenix down, though. Yeah, when you have 3 medevacs, 1 Phoenix trying to kill them is having a hard time with it. Charging on in. Widowmine gets a big hit on those Zealots, though. You know, we'll just go inside the main base where Stalkers are waiting, though. Ugh, medevac down. We really got to focus the medevacs here. And she's not really doing that well because the Stalkers are getting murderized. Probes going down. The rest of the army coming up and trying to deal with this. Another medevac is killed. This medevac down to 104 hit points. Got a big clash right out. Oh, the charge lots. Nice force fields. Forcing a pickup and a retreat there. Widowmine's left behind to get some splash damage on those Zealots. Did he unload at the natural? He unloaded the natural. The medevac is going to die. But everybody on the ground can still do damage. Even without a medevac around, they just are a little bit weaker and less able to stay alive. Reinforcing group of Marine and Marauder coming on in. Their attack moving in now. It's a bit of a weird sandwich. PartinG standing in. INnoVation standing in as well. Another medevac out. No, 2 medevacs picked off. This group is still alive. 4 kills on that Marauder. Nicely done, Marauder. So the aggression was real, but the medevac count, I gotta think, is down to 4. It's down to 4, you guys. It is not a good medevac count for 10 minutes into the game for INnoVation, and these ones are very low on HP. Oh, run! 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 Oh, but hang on. We got this covered. We got this covered. 2 more out. So we have 2. That 2? Unless he made some more in the meantime. 2 medevacs for INnoVation right now. PartinG took a 4th base during all of that insanity because of course he did. It's 65 to 44 workers despite the probes deaths that we've looked at here. 10 probes have gone down to only 1 SCV. It is still 65 to 44 workers because PartinG is a macro god. He's getting a robotics bay. Whether that's going to be for Colossus or for Disruptors, probably Colossus, as Disruptors are a little bit less reliable, if you know what I mean. Here goes nothing. Charging up the ramp. Widowmine's firing. He's not waiting for robotic space stuff. Let's go now, he says. Widowmines get destroyed, but the rest of INnoVation's army is still here and ready to dance. The charge lots are all gone, which is a problem, which is why I need to warp in 6 more of them. They are your buffering unit. They're not necessarily there to kill a lot, but it takes a lot for Bio to kill them. That said, INnoVation decides he's got this, man. Let's push down the ramp and go try to kill some things. And the kiting is just pristine. It is pristine out of INnoVation. It's going to be Storm. It's going to be Colossus out of PartinG. Again, the 4th base being alive is a big, big deal for him. Really nice. INnoVation probably going to try to kill that 4th base right about now. He's got Ghosts. I do like Ghosts with the EMP against Protoss especially. Meanwhile, Zealot drop into the 3rd base. Okay, everybody has to retreat. 2 SCVs go down. Stopping all mining from the 3rd base for some time is a pretty big deal. INnoVation needs to do something with this attack or he's going to be... I think he's done. He needs to basically win with this or kill the 4th base. Take your pick. These are your 2 options. He brought the SCVs again. Not all of the SCVs. Oh, the force fields are stupid good, though. Look at INnoVation. He doesn't want the 4th base. He's like, I want to kill you. I want to kill you now. Oh, my gosh. The 3rd base. He knows. He knows he can't actually just get away with killing the 4th base right now. Oh, look at this engagement here. Running. The Colossus doing terrible, terrible damage. The Storm against all of this Bio, weakening it beyond belief. And that's your good game. PartinG does salvage a tie here. A 1-1 finish in this little 2-game sneaky 2 between the 2 players. PartinG showing he is not just a cheesy dude. He is a macro god able to get to 4 bases against INnoVation, able to still have enough of an army to deal with the counterattack that was coming his way. The Colossus was a genius idea. Getting Storm was a brilliant idea. And then the Zealot warp in, drop in at the 3rd base of INnoVation to wipe out that source of income was genius too. And INnoVation knew he was done. He knew that was it. So he tapped right on out. Resources lost fairly even, but I mean 13,000 for INnoVation to 11,000 for PartinG is a benefit, is an indication. 21 SCVs died, 10 probes went down, 10 medevacs went down. I still say that's huge. There were 3 at the end of the game. If you lose 10 medevacs as a Terran player in the first 10 minutes, you're going to have a bad time. It's really hard for you to win. Those medevacs are really, really important for you. The one Ghost, I think it tossed down an EMP, but it just wasn't enough in the overwhelming force of all the stuff that PartinG had, especially that Colossus, remember? Especially the Colossus that ends up with, probably not that many kills, only 2, but the splash damage, especially against these Marines, was just worth everything. Worth all of the things. So, all right, that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a sneaky twofer. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.